Welcome to Discover You Radio's Discussions. I'm Robert Simmons.
And I'm Rita Fox.
And we are about to take a deep dive into, well, a truly remarkable story today. It's all about resilience, unexpected fame, and artistic evolution.
Yeah, I am absolutely thrilled for this particular deep dive. It's a narrative that I think genuinely challenges the typical music industry playbook. It really shows us that breakthroughs often emerge from the most, unforeseen places and circumstances.
Absolutely. Today, our focus is the band Durry, and we're drawing all our insights directly from the source, their official website, which gives this really unique kind of unfiltered window into their journey.
Straight from them.
Exactly. So our mission today is to unpack how this band, basically born out of the unprecedented global slowdown of the pandemic, how they found this unexpected viral fame, and then masterfully evolved into really a seasoned act, all while staying incredibly true to their roots.
Quite the story.
It really is. So get ready, because the aha moment here is just how this forced halt in life became a massive launch pad for their creativity.
Indeed. It's such a testament to adaptation. And this story isn't just about a band. It's more like a living example of how moments of profound disruption can paradoxically become incredibly fertile ground for new beginnings.
Okay, so let's unpack this incredible origin story then. The genesis of Durry is deeply, almost poetically, tied to those really early days of the pandemic. You see, Austin Durry, the frontman, he'd been actively touring and making music with his previous act, but like so many others, everything just ground to a halt when COVID hit.
Total stop.
A full abrupt stop, not just a pause. So he and his wife made this pivotal decision. They packed up and moved back home to Minneapolis.
Back with family.
Yeah, joining his parents and his younger sister, Karen. Now, for many musicians, that might feel like, the end of a dream, maybe? A step backward.
Definitely could feel that way.
But for Austin and Taryn, it was the unlikely beginning of Durry.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it really highlights a profound truth about creativity, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, in a world that constantly pushes for acceleration and outward focus, these moments of forced introspection, disruption, they often become precisely what's needed for something truly novel to emerge.
That makes sense.
Austin himself admitted, and I think this is key, he said, "If we weren't forced to slow down due to the pandemic, I don't think any of this would have happened."
Wow.
Yeah. He described that period of moving back home as a humbling experience, but it was really good. It kind of implies that slowing down, returning to basics, it removed the usual pressures and distractions,
Right, the noise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Allowing for a much more organic formation of their sound and identity. Think about how many artists struggle to find that pure creative space amidst the demands of touring or label pressures.
Yeah.
Durry was almost gifted it in a strange way.
That's a great point. They essentially had a blank slate, but with a built-in collaborator right there.
Right there in the house.
And what they created next is where it gets truly fascinating. The band formed, as Austin put it, really naturally. There wasn't some grand plan or industry push.
No big strategy session.
Yeah. But then in 2021, something completely unexpected happened. They had a song pop off. Absolutely explode. It became a viral sensation.
Which one was that again?
Talk about Who's Laughing Now. And its video. Now, picture this. Austin and Taryn, alongside Austin's wife and bassist Ashley Durry and drummer Dane Hopp.
The whole crew.
Just rocking out in the basement of the Durry's childhood home. That raw, unpolished, authentic energy, coupled with a super catchy song, just caught fire online.
And the impact was huge, right?
Undeniable. That video quickly racked up 1.5 million views on YouTube.
Wow.
Over 2 million likes on TikTok.
Crazy numbers.
Yeah. This explosion of attention propelled their 2023 debut album, Suburban Legend, squarely into the mainstream conversation. And Austin's reaction to all of this, it really sums up the unexpected nature of it. He said, the whole thing was so unexpected. We have this horrible habit of having songs go viral unexpectedly and then being totally unprepared for it. He mentioned going from literally 20 followers to 6,000 practically overnight.
That must have been whiplash.
Totally.
And this really raises an important question, I think, about the nature of modern fame, especially in music. An accidental internet sensation is one thing.
Right.
But how do you pivot from that initial burst of virality into becoming, a legit band with sustained impact?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is. Many artists struggle to translate that momentary spotlight into a lasting career. The challenge isn't just maintaining momentum, it's about proving your artistry beyond that single unexpected hit. It requires a strategic shift, often from spontaneous creation to more deliberate artistic development, but critically, without losing the authenticity that drew people in initially. It's like building a foundation under your feet after you've already taken flight.
And that leads us directly into the deliberate evolution of their sound, which is really evident with their sophomore album, This Movie Sucks.
Right, the follow-up.
They made a conscious, strategic shift for this record. They even put a year-long embargo on new music before its release.
Which is bold.
Super bold move in today's fast-paced content world. Their first record, Suburban Legend, was, as Austin described it, really pieced together whenever we could afford to pay for time in the studio.
You can kind of picture that, right? Scrapping it together.
Totally. A real labor of love, but also probably a logistical challenge. But for This Movie Sucks, the approach was entirely different. Austin explains they sat down and wrote songs for 6 months and just whittled it down to the best ones.
So much more focused.
Yeah, sounds like a much more intentional process, almost like a dedicated songwriting camp or something. And the production quality got a significant upgrade too.
How so?
They went into a really legit studio with a dedicated producer, and crucially, they had all the songs finished when they got there, instead of, writing on the fly in the studio.
That makes a huge difference.
It really does. And Torian's perspective on this growth is particularly insightful. She shared, "When we made the last album, I had never been in a studio before.
Ah, right. First time.
So I feel like I've gained a lot more confidence and skills over time. That jump in experience, coupled with a more structured approach, clearly paid off in the final product."
Oh, absolutely. The heightened levels of confidence and production are truly evident in the new material. And this evolution, it isn't simply about having more resources or, a better studio.
It's more than that.
It really is. It's about a deeper artistic intention and a clear step forward in maturity. When a band moves from that piecemeal recording to a 6-month focused writing period and then enters the studio with fully fleshed out songs, well, it allows for a much more cohesive and polished sound.
You can hear it.
You really can. You hear it in the layered arrangements, the refined vocal performances. It speaks to a band that isn't just reacting to unexpected success, but is actively shaping their future and intentionally refining their craft. They're transitioning from that spontaneous creation to deliberate artistry, while crucially maintaining that core authenticity that drew people in. They're making conscious decisions about their sound, not just letting it happen.
And you can really hear that deliberate artistry and that versatility when you explore the wide musical range on This Movie Sucks. It's definitely not a one-note album.
No, far from it.
Which is remarkable for a band so early in their career, really.
Yeah.
You have tracks like Bully, which hits you with this fuzzed out, almost punk rock kind of wake-up call.
Yeah, that one's got punch.
Totally. Driven by distorted guitar riffs and this driving rhythm section.
Yeah.
Then there's More Dumb, which is this jangly, powerful pop anthem, bright, infectious melodies that just stick in your head.
Harry.
And then they shift gears completely with IDK, I Just Work Here, which is this intricately arranged ballad. It's almost orchestral in its layered instrumentation and dynamic shifts.
Like it rains there.
Exactly. This genre blending is something they're clearly proud of, and it's become a hallmark of their sound. Austin himself noted there are acoustic songs, there are folk songs, and punk songs. And listeners will latch on to different parts of it, and everyone can find their slice.
That's the goal, right? Broad appeal, but still specific.
And Taryn totally agrees. She added, "Everyone who has listened to the album seems to have a different favorite song, and I think that's really unique."
That's a good sign.
We do touch on a lot of different genres and styles, but somehow we've been able to still make it cohesive, which, as you said, is a huge achievement for any band, let alone one navigating such a rapid ascent. And it's not just the sound. The lyrical themes are incredibly universal, and they resonate deeply. They touch on things like prolonged grief, the often toxic nature of internet culture.
Relevant stuff.
Very. And the profound act of remembering loved ones. Like the song The Long Goodbye, it's this acoustic ballad where Austin and Taryn duet about lost loved ones over a really stripped-down arrangement. Taryn specifically mentioned their harmonies, saying, "We've really been able to figure out where our two voices sit with each other."
That sibling harmony thing can be really special.
Totally.
And what's truly fascinating here, I think, is how they managed to blend these incredibly diverse sounds with these deeply relatable, often poignant themes. And it's all augmented by what their website calls their idiosyncratic sense of humor.
Right, that humor element.
Yeah. Imagine tackling something as heavy as prolonged grief and then shifting to this wry, observational take on internet culture.
Yeah.
That blend, the musical versatility combined with raw emotional honesty and that touch of wit, that's what makes their music truly connect with listeners on like a profound level.
It makes it feel real.
Exactly. It creates a space where both these jubilant anthems and the vulnerable acoustic ballads feel equally authentic and impactful. Their humor often serves as a kind of emotional release valve, maybe, preventing the deeper themes from becoming just too overwhelming.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Let's talk about the Losers Club ethos for a second.
Yeah.
Because that has really become central to their identity and their incredibly strong connection with fans.
Yeah, the Losers Club.
It originated from the Suburban Legend song, also called Losers Club, which is this really cool synth-heavy ode to finding joy and acceptance when life doesn't quite turn out the way you thought it would.
Kind of embracing the imperfections.
Precisely. Austin explained it as a song about accepting your place and being okay with it, rather than constantly striving for some unattainable ideal of success. And it's really become a tentpole song for them. It's fostered this powerful community.
And the fans really latched onto it.
Totally. Their fans now proudly refer to themselves as the Losers Club, which is just such a cool, organic connection, isn't it? A shared identity that celebrates authenticity over perceived perfection.
It really is. It taps into something very relatable.
And ultimately, this movie Sus, the album, it isn't just a collection of songs. It's kind of a celebration of that very idea.
Yeah.
It's a testament to how Durry has transformed what could have been a negative, forced slowdown
Back during the pandemic.
into this vibrant, creative outlet that has connected them with people all over the globe. Austin reflects on this, saying again how moving back home was a really humbling experience, but it was really good.
Found a silver lining.
Definitely. And despite having more resources and a higher profile now, they are fiercely committed to maintaining that DIY integrity that characterized their beginnings.
Staying grounded.
Yeah. Austin emphasized our hands are in every part of this band, and meeting our own quality standards are really important to us. He added that they have a super unified vision for everything they do: music, merch, videos.
A whole package.
The whole package. And he acknowledges that means things can take so long, but that's so important to us. You're not just a band. They're like a self-contained creative enterprise.
And this raises a truly important question, I think, for any artist navigating success. How do you balance the demands of growth and professionalization, like working with a producer in a legit studio, with maintaining that authentic, independent spirit that often fueled your initial success?
It's the classic dilemma.
It really is. Many bands struggle with this, fearing that professionalization might somehow dilute their original sound or vision. Durry, however, seems to have found a unique way to do both.
How do you see them managing that?
Well, they've clearly evolved their sound and production, but their commitment to that unified vision and keeping their hands in every part of the band shows they're scaling up without, selling out their core identity.
Right.
They seem to be making deliberate choices about where to invest resources while still retaining creative control. And that's a delicate but crucial balance in the modern music landscape.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, our listener? Durry's journey from a pandemic necessity to an accidental viral sensation, their unwavering commitment to artistic growth, and their unique blend of musical versatility and emotional depth. It's all just a powerful reminder, isn't it? That unexpected detours can often lead to the most incredible destinations. Their story fundamentally shows that true passion, combined with resilience, can turn something as daunting as a global shutdown into an incredible launchpad for creativity and profound connection with others. It really is about finding the opportunity hidden within the challenge.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What seemingly negative or restrictive situation in your own life might actually be a hidden catalyst. A catalyst for something truly creative and transformative, something just waiting to be explored if you maybe shift your perspective a little.
Food for thought.
Definitely. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep finding your own deep dives into the unexpected possibilities that life presents.
Well said. Thank you for joining us on Discover Your Radio's Discussions. From Robert Simmons
And Rita Fox, we'll catch you on the next deep dive.